What's good, family? What's good? It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. Want to holler at y'all, what I see happening in these first round series. First thing that's coming to mind as I watch these first round series is no lead is safe. There's no such thing as a safe lead, even in the fourth quarter. I mean, the coach from Minnesota was buried, and rightfully so, for the lead he blew in game three at home. But then look at Eric Spoelstra, who's regarded as one of, if not one of it, some by as being the best coach in basketball. Look at the lead Miami blew in Atlanta. Yeah, they was on the road, not at home, but still a game they had in the bag. No such thing as a safe lead. Look at the lead that Brooklyn blew in game two and blowing the lead in game one. There's no such thing as a safe lead. Let's start off in the West. I think Phoenix is going to take care of business. I think maybe New Orleans will win another game because, Phoenix is not going to have Devin Booker. And Brandon Ingram is a problem. Brandon Ingram, Dookie, has arrived. He has arrived, and the Lakers are kicking themselves right now because he will look very good next to LeBron right now. So, but ultimately, I see Phoenix taking care of business. The only thing about Phoenix is I said that they were a hamstring away. Now you have Devin Booker's hamstring. Chris Paul has been snake bit by injuries. I really wish them the best. They've been the most consistent team all year, and they're playing with a chip on their shoulder, feeling like they should have won last year. But I hope Chris Paul can stay healthy. I hope Devin Booker can come back 100% because with him 100%, they're the favorites to win the championship. Without them, everybody healthy, running on full steam, they can be got. They can be. Golden State is looking lethal. I thought they was a year away, but yes, they are playing a depleted Denver Nuggets team. Jokic has kind of been exposed. He's just a numbers guy. I told y'all I don't pay attention to numbers. I pay attention to effectiveness, and this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. Numbers guys get exposed in the playoffs. Just saying. Look what's happened with James Harden throughout his career. Great numbers guy. Westbrook throughout his career. Great numbers guy. Etc. Golden State, I'm interested to see how they're going to look next series with who they're going to play. Memphis and Minnesota. I told you that series is going to come down to Karl Anthony Towns. And, his disappearing acts that you see from him are horrible. Having whole games where you only shoot the ball 4 times. But when he's balling, they can win. It's on him whether they can force that to be a 7-game series. I told y'all it's on him. When he balls, they win. When they don't, they lose. Bottom line. Because he can match. Because they have the stars. Memphis has a star with a great supporting cast that everybody knows their roles. Everybody plays their part. And they have depth. So the fact that everybody plays their part, they can overcome stars who don't show up. See, when the stars show up, they can't overcome that. In the playoffs, this is the time where the stars are supposed to show up, but their stars aren't showing up. You got Edwards. Yes, it's only his second season. So he's going to be like this. Cat, you're 7 years in. This is why I say the fucked up thing about today's NBA, you don't know really what you have until a guy's all the way to his third contract. You're not completely sure if he's going to be a number 1, is he number 2, or whatever until his third contract. You don't really know. And that's the sucky thing about today's NBA because you're drafting kids. It's things you got to deal with. We're moving to the Eastern Conference. Milwaukee's going to take care of business. They're currently taking care of business right now. Middleton, however, is going to be a problem moving forward. Them not having Middleton moving forward is going to be a huge, huge issue as far as them repeating. With Middleton, they can repeat because they're a team. Everybody knows their role. They defend. You need him for those clutch moments. Big shot making. And you're going against a bunch of teams where, they're jumbled together. And with this watered down NBA, everybody thinks, I mean, Brooklyn's experiencing that. Philly's kind of experiencing it. You can't just throw stuff in a pot and get a good gumbo. Nah, you got to marinate that. It takes time. You know, it takes time. And Milwaukee has that on their side. A lot of these other teams don't. This is why a team like Milwaukee or a team like Miami becomes very dangerous in the playoffs. I expect Miami to take care of business and win that series. I love the way they defend. They go through stretches where they defend, where they swarm defensively. And they basically saying, Trey, you're not getting shit. The rest of you guys will see what you could beat us. If they're getting anything positive out of Trey, major out of Trey, then that could make it a series. But the way they got all five guys that can switch out and guard him, makes it tough for him. His shooting percentages are horrible. It's a really good look for Miami to finish that series. I look forward to them in the next series. Philly ultimately is going to take care of business with Toronto. It's going to be 5 games, as expected. But watching this series, Joel Embiid is the best center in the game. Should be the MVP. I think they're still going to give it to Jokic, which is terrible because I think people forgotten Joel Embiid was the real MVP last year. It's crazy how we get amnesia just that his injuries didn't play enough games. He should have won it last year, and everybody knows that. So they look at Jokic's MVP. You're only holding it because he was injured. That's it. And he's performing like an MVP in the playoffs. But too often he's having to do things in the perimeter because James Harden, yes, he's facilitating very well. But game 4 was a game where, okay, your big dog isn't 100%. Finish these dudes. Where's the killer instinct? Finish them. Finish them. And he couldn't do it. James Harden don't look like that dude anymore. He looks like a damn good player, but he doesn't look like a franchise player anymore. He just doesn't. I've never seen James Harden get his shot blocked so much. That's what I've seen since he's been in Philly. Never seen it so much. And the crazy thing with the whole Brooklyn situation, if they were to get past the Celtics, which will never happen now, by the way, I like their path to get into the finals because they'll play Milwaukee without Middleton, to play a Philly. You got James Harden in your back pocket, and I like them against a Miami team with no superstar. But unfortunately, you playing against Boston with Jason Tatum, who now is a superstar. They defend. And Mickey Udoka is going to be coach of the year. And it's really looking bad that what we're seeing now with Brooklyn, this collapse, whatever you want to call it, is just as bad as LeBron and the Big Three when they wet the bed and losing to Dallas. And the fact that LeBron had the finals that he had, I don't care what his numbers say, he choked. Kevin Durant is getting punked in this series. And the fact that he's going long stretches where he can't even get a shot up because they're so physical with him and he can't take it. I mean, he's been able to get away with this throughout his career because he has a wiry kind of strength. But they're exposing him for being light in the ass. And they're pushing him around. And there's nothing he can do about it. Absolutely nothing he can do. And when he actually does get good looks, majority of the time he's missing them. And coaching is an issue, but you asked for this. You asked for this. You left a great situation in Golden State where you could have kept winning championships. You could have kept winning championships for this. This is what you asked for. This is what you get. Life is about choices and consequences. You deal with the consequences of your choices. Here you go. That's my take. Let me know what you think and what you feel. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.